Welcome back, everyone. Now we will have some up and coming videos out. It's just the site we're on at the moment. We've had some other people on there, and the videos show quite a bit of the area where some of the Roman coins and things were found. So there'll be an up and coming video. So what I'm going to be doing is, I've had a few people say to me that they've looked into getting a new machine and they see that the Apex is out and what's it like. So I know a few people that have just got it, and it comes with a standard coil and they're having a few little issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through this coil and run through a few settings with you. So stay tuned if you've got the Apex or think of getting the Apex and what comes with it, and the best settings for the coil that comes with it when you first get it. Right, see you in a minute. So when you get the Garrett Apex, or you're thinking of getting the Garrett Ace Apex, or just thinking of getting something new for your Apex, these are the bits that you can get when you first get the Apex. If you're looking at getting one, as I say, or even a fines bag or anything like that, pop over to regton.com. I'll leave a description to their shop below. Use the discount code EXTREME and you'll get 10% off most products or most items in store. So yeah, go and check them out. As you see, they do two packages. You can get one that's got the wireless headset, and I believe you can get one that's got an extra coil that comes with it as well. As I say, we will have a few videos out in the next few weeks. It's just the site that we've been working on has had a few people on there, metal detecting, and the videos that we've got coming out, there's some absolute amazing finds in there. And we know if we bring the videos out now, people are going to be over on that same spot. So what we're going to do, as the archaeologists are still there and we're still working for them, we're going to give it a few weeks before we bring them ones out. But we are going to be metal detecting down the beach next week. So I'm going to take my boy down there and we're going to try that out and see how we get on. He's going to be using the Apex, and I'm going to put this coil on for him, so it's going to be as if it's a new setup for him. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run you through a setup for the Viper coil that I found best, because a lot of people said they get a lot of chatter and it was irritating them, and they do get a lot of interference or the headphones cut out. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly run through this coil, run through the settings I used for it and what I found best about this coil. Right, let's get the coil shoe on. What I'm not going to do though is I'm not going to wrap the wire up around the stem. In a previous video, about 2 videos back I believe, if you go back and watch it, it'll show you which way the coil goes around the stem, because you must always get that coil around the stem exactly the right way round, or it will cause a lot of interference. So right, let's get that. We'll just put the shoe on, but as I say, won't wire it up, and I will go through a few settings. Right, as you can see, we've got the Viper coil. A few people have said to me they always get a little bit worried about how much they tighten up the nut that we put through. So I'm just gonna show you something that I found that was a lot easier. Some people do it the opposite way, but I always found put the nut and bolt, so I just do it one-handed, and then always put the bolt on the coil side. And I'll tell you what, you can tighten it up quite well. So we'll give that, we'll put that on in a minute and give that a little tighten. But that's the way. Some people do it the opposite way round, and what you do is you end up just keep bashing the bottom of the wire casing. So as I say, if you're new to metal detecting and you're thinking of getting the Apex, or you've never metal detected before and you're thinking of getting a different machine, always make sure that you go that way, and then we'll bolt that on, and then as I say, watch one of the previous videos which way the coil goes around there. The headset, a few people say, oh, I'll get problems, it disconnects, and I have a few issues. Now, I did say in one of the previous videos, if you're a left-handed swinger, always have this side on your left side. If you swing to the right, have that on your right hand side. I just find that I don't have any problems with them at all. Now, when I go into some electrical pylons, you do get some problems. So I always take a pair of wired headphones, because wired headphones, I've got dirt all over them. As I say, wired headphones, they're underneath pylons. I didn't have any problems at all, but you can get a few little problems from these, and especially near telephone masks. But if you do get, if it does keep disconnecting, let me know, or let the shop know where you got them from, and someone will be there to help you. Because as I say, they do it from time to time. But as I say, if you've walked away at a distance and then you come back, it can disconnect and reconnect, disconnect and reconnect if you've done it, if you've walked at a far distance. But as I say, if you're left-hand swinger, just keep the button to the left-hand side of your head, and vice versa if you're right-hand swinger. Right, so let me quickly give you a few settings for the coil that comes with it. Now, this coil that comes with it, I find it is a really good coil. Now, it's a small coil, but if you've got a trashy field that's got a lot of iron and a lot of lead, and you want to weave in and out of them with some of the settings I'll show you, this is one good coil to have. As I say, it's a standard coil. Some of the smaller coils would be good as well in the trashy areas, but I found this was better for me in the big trashy areas that I've got on my fields, more than I did getting a bigger coil. But I tell you what, as a start off coil for this machine, it is absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant coil. It's found some really nice stuff. So let's get on with some settings that I use for this, and hopefully this might help you out. And as I say, if you're looking at getting it and you're looking at getting the Apex, you won't go wrong. Absolutely wicked machine. So let's give you a few settings on it, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, now we've got the coil on. Actually, the nut on the left there. We haven't done it really that tight because, as I say, we're doing the experiment indoors. Right, now when I first went out with this machine, as I've always used the Garrett, if you've never used the Garrett before, and you don't want to be picking up iron, you can either use the you've got the iron volume, you got an 8 that as soon as you walk over iron, it will just go off and grunt and tell you it's iron. But what I've found in a trash area, if you're trying to find them coins, or you're trying to get in between the really trashy bits of iron and things like this, what I found was I kept it on 0 mode, but what I did was I discriminated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I discriminated that. Now what I did was I went into settings, and even on my 400 I always had it 2 from top. Volume on 8. Iron audio I always switch to 0. Now I'll explain more about that in a second. Now I believe the other Garrett's went up to 15. This one you have 20, and you have multi-frequency. Now, and you have the multi-sound mode. Now, in frequency 20, I found this coil run better than what it did if you was running in multi-frequency. I found in multi-frequency I was digging a lot more deeper iron targets, even when I had the iron grunt on. So what I did was, when I dropped it to 20, I found that as soon as I stuck the iron audio on. Now, the iron audio, if you've turned it to 0 on your settings like I have there, but you put iron audio on and you run over a bit of iron, that will still make an iron sound pretty loud. So it doesn't matter even if you stick that down to 0, all that will stop. Putting the one down into 0, it's just where I leant on the machine there. If you put your settings, if you put that onto 0, basically when you run over iron down here and you've discriminated them, you won't get any crackling, so it just stops that altogether. But I'll tell you what, them settings worked absolutely brilliant. I wasn't sure how to ground balance it when I first started, so I took a bit of time to learn how to ground balance it. You hold the button in and you just basically pump it to the ground. Don't whack it onto the ground, but pump as close as you can to the ground. Do it a few times so you feel set, and then it'll tell you what your ground balance is. Some of my grounds between 55 and 60, some 70 and 80. So every now and then, every half an hour, just give it a little ground balance again, and try these settings. But yeah, I've had a few people ask me, they've just got the Apex, and they're getting a few problems with the Viper Core, where it's not so much chattery, it's more the deep iron signals and the iron audio, and how the iron audio works. Now, if you still have a few problems, try now doing this. As I say, I never have the iron audio on. What I'll do is, if I've got a deep target and it's ringing up at 99, stick the iron grunt on, and I'll go around the target, not just one way, but also the other way. And if it's grunting like anything, turn it off, and I'll carry on going. If I turn it on and it's not grunting and it's still pinging out loud, then I'll dig it. But if you want to go a little bit up, if you want to upgrade yourself and actually go for the really nice little deep targets, what I found with this machine was, if you add on an extra one, but take out the 99 tone. Now, even if something rings up at 99, say you find a massive hammered coin and it's 99 on the Apex, even if you run over it, all it'll do is drop it down into the lower numbers. So you won't miss any targets. What this does is, this will stop you having any dead iron target that is quite deep. It'll just literally wipe it out. So give them settings a try. Let me know in the comments how you get on. Good luck out there. I'll do a settings video for the Double D Raider call next. But good luck out there, guys. Try that. Let me know how you get on. And yeah, I will see you at the next.